Welcome to the GreenShift Podcast, where we explore Africa's clean energy transformation. I am Nick Kanali. Today, we are diving into Kenya Power's Second Grid and Innovation Conference 2025, a landmark gathering pushing for innovations in the energy sector. Over the next few minutes, expect keynote highlights, expert perspectives, ground-level stories, and data-backed analysis. Kenya is on a mission: universal electricity access by 2030. Recent figures show record demand, peaking at 2,362 megawatts in July 2025. New technologies such as electric cooking and e-mobility are driving up demand for reliable, affordable, and sustainable energy. This backdrop sets the stage for the conference, themed Accelerating Innovation for Business Sustainability. Over 400 stakeholders, from researchers to policymakers, gathered to chart the future of energy.
CS, when we think of adopting, and though we are not turning back on the same, like our transition to smart meters, I think I remember engaging my team last year and told them, going forward, let's just get smart meters. But one of the biggest barriers is the cost of data. We pay 100 shillings per SIM card per month. So that is to say, if you really want to use it even in the last miles, where someone is consuming power worth 200 shillings in a month, and 100 shillings is going to Safaricom or Airtel or the others, then it does not make any business sense.
Siro's message makes it clear that Kenya Power views innovation as essential, not an extra, but the core of how it intends to grow and serve. Kenya leads with a robust renewable energy portfolio. Today, about 60% of installed capacity comes from clean sources like geothermal, hydro, wind, and even solar. The rest comes from thermal plants and smaller contributions from bioenergy. Geothermal energy has become one of Kenya's strongest assets, making up more than a quarter of generation capacity. Hydro remains central, wind is growing, and solar is quickly emerging as a competitive alternative. This diversified energy mix is both a climate win and a resilience strategy. One of the most important announcements of the conference was the launch of the Innovation Ideas Portal. Hosted at the Institute of Energy Studies and Research, which is Kenya Power's actually fully owned subsidiary, this portal will serve as a pipeline to capture, track, and commercialize innovation for the sector.
Our ambition to industrialize under Vision 2030, the now famous Kenya Vision 2030, and the bottom-up economic transformation agenda cannot be realized. Innovation offers us the tools to address persistent challenges in grid reliability, system efficiency, and customer experience, while also opening new frontiers for enterprise and job creation.
This year's conference is not just about speeches. It was about solutions. Key themes included tackling emerging issues such as climate threats and cyber risks, improving knowledge management, reducing system losses, diversifying revenue streams, and lastly, advancing Kenya Power's digital transformation.
When we speak of business sustainability, oftentimes we mean more than just financial stability. We mean creating energy systems that are socially inclusive, environmentally sound, and resilient to future shocks. So innovation is therefore the bridge, really, that connects these imperatives, whether it is smart grids, e-mobility, artificial intelligence in power management, or new financing models for clean energy.
Beyond the conference, Kenya's green transition is accelerating. The Menengai geothermal power projects are adding around 100 megawatts to the grid, boosting Kenya's position as a global geothermal leader. The Malindi solar power station, generating 52 megawatts, is one of the largest in East Africa and is expected to integrate battery storage in the near future. These projects reflect the same innovation spirit that the conference was championing: building capacity, diversifying sources, and keeping Kenya ahead in clean energy. The Grid and Innovation Conference was more than just a technical meeting. It represented a cultural shift from being a traditional utility to becoming an innovation hub. Kenya Power is positioning itself as a driver of new ideas, a partner to innovators, and a leader in shaping Africa's clean energy story. By building partnerships across academia, government, and the private sector, Kenya is laying the foundation for a more inclusive and resilient energy system. As Kenya looks toward its 2030 universal access goal, one thing is clear: innovation will define the future of energy. The Innovation Ideas portal, the new projects, and the discussions here in Nairobi showed that progress is possible when stakeholders come together with a shared purpose. Thank you for joining me on this episode of the GreenShift Podcast. Please subscribe, share, and stay tuned for more stories shaping Africa's energy future. I'm Nixon Kanali. Until next time, keep innovating and keep it green.
Hey Green Shifters, are you ready to take the conversation beyond the podcast? This November, join us for the first ever Green Shift Breakfast Forum brought to you by TechTrends Media. We're bringing together sustainability leaders, innovators, policymakers, and change makers to explore real solutions for a greener Africa. From clean energy and climate finance to circular economy and green tech, it's all on the table over coffee, collaboration, and bold ideas. Want to partner or showcase your brand at the forum? Reach us at info@techtrendsmedia.co.ke or call 0727 503 198. Let's shape the future together.